Sapna, can you hear me?
Then I have other two options. I have more towards two options like in clinical data management, based on my experience, and again PhD. The two options are in public health. PhD as well as after that experience, I yes, experience, exposure.
Good morning, everyone. I can see few of the people, they are having some difficulty in joining. I can see 21 participants have already joined, so we are giving them some time to others to join. Please wait. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for your patience. In some difficulty in joining. 21 participants have already joined, so we are giving them some time to others to join. Please wait. Thanks for your patience. Sapna, I would request you if you could give me the access. I would just like to share the screen. Meanwhile, other participants are joining. I'm just sharing the screen and they will have a glimpse of our MSc program. I can see few of the participants have written that I'm not audible. Would you please confirm if you can hear me? Thanks for mentioning this in chat box. If anyone of you could confirm that we are audible. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Mr. Devu, for the confirmation that now I'm audible. Thank you so much. I hope my screen is visible. So I'm just going to show you some glimpse of our MSc program, how the classes are ongoing here, how the students are interacting with our faculty members. So on the screen, you can see this is the smart class we have for our MSc students. So we have hybrid teaching also. You can see one of the faculty is teaching in the class, another faculty has joined. The domain experts joined from other institution, and students are interacting with them. Thanks for the confirmation, everyone. Thanks for the confirmation that you can hear us and you can see our screen. We are giving a little bit more time to the other participants who are willing to join. Meanwhile, you can have a look at the classrooms. Here we are at THSCI. This is the glimpse when this program was inaugurated last year. You can see the inauguration ceremony of this program. the launch of the Smart Class by our Executive Director, Dr. Pramod Garg. So this is the first batch. You can see the faculty members, the first batch students, our admin team. So along with studies, our students, they are participating in lots of extracurricular activities here at the campus. We are celebrating Hindi Divas. This is the last foundation day. You can see students are participating in different cultural programs. So here at our institute, we focus on multidisciplinary development of the students. Every year we celebrate Hindi Pakhwada, where we for a whole week, for 15 days, we just focus on working on Hindi. You all would agree it's really, really difficult when we talk about science and technology and combination of Hindi, but we try to do it wherever possible.
I think we can start now. I'm sure many participants have joined by now.
So someone is asking that when was the first batch introduced in this MSc program? So it was launched in 2022, and this is a 2 years program. So first batch is currently already here. And
Most people would have joined.
yes, ma'am. Yeah. I can see almost 35 participants are online. So with this, you all can see there is a smart class, and we have about two of our senior most faculty members in the class, Professor Shinjini Bhatnagar and Professor Nitya Wadhwa, along with the MSc students. So you can see it live from the class, or all our students are there, and faculty members are there. With this, I would like to invite Professor Shinjini Bhatnagar to give you an overview about MSc program. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Vandana, and good morning to everybody, or good afternoon now to everyone who has joined the webinar. What we are going to do in the next 45 to 50 minutes is give you a quick overview of what MSc Clinical Research with a specialization in clinical trials is in the Translational Health Science and Technology Institute. For those who do not know about THSCI, the short form of Translational Health Science and Technology Institute, it is an autonomous institute of the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, and the mandate is to do translational research, which means taking the research from an idea to the population. And the idea, and of course, wherever possible, clinical practice and population. And the idea has to generate from the need of the society. So the societal need becomes the bottom line. Now, I would urge all of you to read a little bit about THSCI from our website, the various programs. But since our current focus is on this MSc Clinical Research, one of the reasons for starting this program was that it fits into the mandate of THSCI as a translational research institute, where we have the Clinical Development Services Agency. And again, you should read a little bit about CDSA in the website, because this is a very unique program within THSCI of developing clinical research within the country, so that you have an environment of clinical research in the country, both in the academia and in the industry. And this clinical research is not just in theory. You actually learn how to do clinical research. And And our focus is clinical trials, largely because we are moving towards Atmanirbharta, developing our own drugs, developing our own products. And we really need to have rigorously done clinical research and clinical trials to be able to deliver. So this was the mandate, that we reach out to young people like you, create this environment, give young people like you opportunities to learn from this structured program, which is actually a degree given by a government institution, and allow you, or let's say, give you a platform to take off from there, either in the academia or in the industry or in any other areas that you may want to do after doing this course. And so what we're going to do is, Nitya is going to take you through the actual program's mandate and how we are structured in terms of providing this degree. And then we have, of course, our other faculties, Sucheta, Neha, Vandana, talking about various aspects of this program. And intervening, we are going to get our first batch, one of the most dynamic lot of students we've met, and who have come from very diverse backgrounds and have immersed very well in this program. I must say, the credit goes to them. And we will ask them questions that can help you understand what this program is and how you will move from here. Okay, so Nitya, over to you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So I'm just going to talk a little about the program. So this Masters in Science program in clinical research with a focus in clinical trials was developed by Clinical Development Services Agency at THSCI in partnership with some institutes which are renowned in other institutes like the Christian Medical College, Vellore. Then we have the Center for Research and Development, CHRD, Health Research and Development, the Society for Applied Studies. Then we have JSS Mysore. The other partnering institutes are KEM Pune and also CCDC Delhi, and of course the Medical Research Council at the University College London. Sorry, at the University College London. So these are the partnering institutes. The whole course curriculum and the content of the course and the conduct also has been in partnership with all these institutes. All these institutes are also taking part in delivering the lectures and interacting with the students during the course. And Sucheta will be talking more in detail about the curriculum of the course. I'll talk about a little about the career opportunities. So the way we've designed the course is we are going to we take the students through the entire life cycle of clinical research, right? Starting from the planning to the setup, conduct. Then we talk about, of course, we report writing and analysis and report writing and publication as well. So you know, the students have they have a whole you know, broad spectrum of career opportunities that they can take up, and they can of course pursue an academic career, they can pursue a career in the industry, because there is a lot of focus on regulated clinical trials that we place over here. And in the academia, they can pursue a PhD if they want to, and then eventually go on to become clinical trialists or you know, investigators, PIs in trials or different studies that they may want to do. If they feel they pick up a desire to, you know, they start liking something in data management. Supposing they like the module when they're being taught data management excites them. There is this opportunity because there's a lot of hands-on experience we give. There's a lot of exposure to the different data management systems. There's also going to be exposure. They're going to go real life exposure because they're going to be visiting the sites and seeing how data management is done at the site, then at the sponsor level, at the institute. So they will be able to pursue careers focusing on data management, focusing on regulatory affairs, on project management. Then what else can they also the conduct part if they want to do. Of course, quality assurance and monitoring is something that they can pursue. So now I'll hand over to Sucheta, who will be talking about the course. Is it Suchita who will be talking about the course, Karan? Oh, okay. I hand it over to you, Vandana, please. You take it
Yeah,
forward.
thank you. Thank you. Many thanks, Professor Shinni Bhattagar and Professor Vadhva, for giving the overview of this program. I would just like to inform all the participants, all the aspirants of this MSc program that our student did lots of hard work. They recorded some messages for you. So I would like to display one message, and the student is already in the class. She could speak about it. And give me some time. I'll just share my screen. Please forgive us for any technology glitch here. I hope my screen is visible, and can you hear the sound? No?
Vandana, maybe Sanskriti is here. Let's not waste time. She can speak live.
Okay, sure. Yeah. I would request Sanskriti if she could just speak. Over to you, Sanskriti.
Good afternoon to everyone who is present in this live session. My name is Sanskriti Shukla and I am the student of first batch of MSc Clinical Research. So clinical trials are the backbone behind pharma companies and medical field, and we all got to know the importance of clinical trial when COVID pandemic hit us all. So here we are learning about research question, how to think about a research question, and finally how to plan a trial to answer that research question. So if you're someone who aspires to be a clinical trialist, then this course is perfect for you. The best thing I enjoy about this course is that we just don't have theory session. We have practical session, we have seminars, we have educational visits. Also, we have internship and a dissertation. So that is the best thing. We can combine our theoretical knowledge with practical application. So if you're someone who is interested in learning something about this, and how to plan a research, how to do research methodology, study design, biostatistic, and ethical aspect of clinical trial, then you should go for this course. Thanks.
So it's not just about. You will hear that it's not just about being a clinical trialist. Thanks, Sanskriti. That's one of the aspects. But you will also hear what the other students have to say moving forward in their career after this course. So over to you, Vandana.
Thank you. Thanks, Sanskriti. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Suchita. She is going to take us through the curriculum of this course. Over to you, Dr. Suchita.
Hi, Namaskar. Good morning. Am I audible? Hi.
Yes.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon to all our MSc aspirants. I think you are very lucky that you have got an opportunity to study this course. I had planned to take up this course in University College London, and trust me, the level of inputs, the level of resources that we use it here in the MSc curriculum here, and the content and the management of the entire course is almost at par with that. And actually you get it almost at a very less course fees. And
Sucheta, a quick correction. Almost, not almost at par. It is at par.
Yeah, it's at par. So I think it's a very wonderful opportunity. I wish we had this course earlier, and people in industry as well as in academia would have been very fortunate to take this course. So I'll just take you through a quick look about the course. And there are 4 semesters of this course. It divided into 9 modules. In the first, second is 7, and then is 9 in the third semester. And the fourth semester is a 6 months dissertation period, where you have an immersive learning. So it's a very compact course made with a lot of brainstorming and market survey, and this kind of immersive learning with industries who's who, regulatory agency representatives speaking to you, getting immersed in clinical trial sites, having internship opportunities is wonderful. I'll request my colleague Dr. Neha to speak on the dissertation, and I hope you will be more interested in taking up the course and take up this entrance exam and the interview. All the best to all of you. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sucheta. I would like to invite Neha Javla to speak about the dissertation. Over to you, Neha.
Thank you, Vandana. Good afternoon. Very quickly, just borrowing from what Dr. Sucheta said, of course, the curriculum and the way the course is designed. It's developed into 4 semesters, the last of which would be your project dissertation. This is allocated the highest amount of credit points, which is about 40 credit points. And the aim of a student doing a dissertation is to help them implement whatever they have learned in the 1.5 years they spend at the campus doing the masters. It is basically for them to be able to implement their knowledge of research methods that they've learned, and this would be to advance their skills for designing and conducting a small research study, of course, which is relevant to clinical research and clinical trials. You will be assigned a mentor, and you will be given ample opportunities to come up with something that you are interested in. And it would be beneficial if it is something that is, this is a trial that you come up with on your own, and we will try to find someone who will be able to supervise you and guide you throughout the project dissertation. The basic idea is for you to understand each and every part of it, whether it is to do with the approvals that are needed for doing a study of the sort, whatever permissions are needed, how do you present your findings to your faculty and to your peers, and also how to then in the end do a report writing on the basis of whatever your key findings from the research that you've conducted are. This will also give you an opportunity to analyze and critically review all literature that is present. And in doing so, basically what we aim to do is for you to establish all of these skills on your own, and it'll be a good launching pad for you to then, join, whether it is the industry or the academia, wherein you have a good grasp of all the skills that which are needed to, within the clinical research domain. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you so much, Neha. I can see lots of the questions in the chat box, so we will just park it for now. Maybe after I finishes, I would request a couple of more students to speak about this program so that you will hear it from horse's mouth, what is happening here, how this program is going, and what is the feedback from our student. So first of all, thanks for showing your interest in CDHC, THSCI's MSc program in clinical research with a specialization in clinical trial. So the terminology specialization in clinical trial makes this course unique. You all would agree that the development of a quality education system largely lies on the committed members of the faculty, quality infrastructure, supportive administration, and a large pool of learning resources, but not least hardworking and brilliant students. So where we see all of you, all the aspirants, thanks for joining this webinar. And we would like to address all your queries towards the end of this webinar. I can see lots of queries in the chat box from all of you. So all our faculty members are there to address this. And I hope you all have gone through the prospectus of this program. So I would just highlight the key features, like we have a state-of-the-art campus. It's a lush green campus with all the amenities in-house. Like we have, this is a residential program. So we have hostel facilities also. So any one of you, if you are from outside, please do not worry. We have the hostel facilities here. And around the institute, there is locality if someone want to opt for PG or they want to stay outside the campus, that is also permissible, because in the radius of 5 kilometers, you will get all these facilities there. I would just highlight the fee structure of this program. So the fee of the general category is 25,000 per semester. So if I say per semester, every semester you need to pay 25,000. There are some relaxations for the categories, and the fee is 18,750 for the backward caste and economic weaker section students, and for SC, ST and PWD, we have the fee structure is 12,500 per semester. So this is the fee structure. We have one-time admission fee that is 7,500, and we have a medical insurance for our students that is costing 3,500 every year, and there you would be insured about this. And all the students who join this program, we have lots of tie-ups with hospitals. So whenever they have any ailment during the course, they will have a THSCI ID card, and they will get some discounted, like CGHS discounts on their cards while availing the medical facilities in the good corporate hospitals around the vicinity of our institute. And there is a university application fee of 5,000 that to be paid every semester. And along with this, we have a hostel fee that is on actual. So if someone is opting for the hostel, there is a fee of 7,500 per month plus fooding extra. So it's an optional facility. If you want to opt for inside campus, you want to opt for the hostel, it is available. If you want to go and stay as a PG, that is also permissible. And the day scholars who will be joining from Delhi NCR, they can come to the institute every day from their home. So there is no compulsion to stay inside the campus. Lots of our day scholars in MSc Batch 1, they come to the campus every day and they go back to their respective places. So that's how we are functioning. And now with this, I would like to invite one of our students to speak about this program, Mr.
I will
Kabir.
do that just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vandana, I think we should also keep some time for the students here to talk. And we had planned that 3 of them will at least give their feedback. I'm going to ask Abhinav. And I think the other administrative details can be taken from the prospectus and from the website. An important thing is that the class, we have the class here, and we do have recordings of all the class. I think that's been helpful to the students here. So maybe we can ask one student to talk about that. So I'm gonna very quickly, in a minute, pitch for why do you think this MSc clinical research is the best?
So, hi and welcome everyone who have joined this webinar. My name is
There.
M. Mishra, and currently I'm in my second semester in MSc Clinical Research with specialization in clinical trials from THSCI at Faridabad. So, answering ma'am's question, what inspiring me the most to join, pursue this course is the kind of exposure I'm getting here from the domain experts, and earlier also having a background of clinical research, I already knew what exactly the requirement of this industry in clinical research. But this specific course which CDSA THSCI runs is a very good balance of theory with practical approach along with the hands-on experience that allow us and inspire us to dive more into the knowledge of this research industry. And I hope like if you join this course, that also help you to get the more aspect of clinical research to you got cleared.
So you already done one program in clinical research, and this is another one.
Yes.
And you clearly see there's a difference.
There's a lot
Thank
of-
you so much. That's very encouraging. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I am going to invite Megha, who has worked as a research officer in at an institute where she has some research experience. So Megha, what made you want to do this course or inspired you to do this course? Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nekha Kapoor and have done bachelor's in biochemistry honors from Delhi University. After that, I got 2 years of experience. I worked in the ICMR project. Basically, my work was on the data collection and management. I have never exposed to this clinical research background before. So after completing this course, I have an opportunity to work in the further clinical data management for basically clinical trials, and also have an opportunity to work in the public health domain, which excites me more to do.
Very nice. Thank you, Megha. One more quick one. We have Gunjan, who has done a M.Sc in biotechnology. So we're just trying to present to you different backgrounds that people have done. And so Gunjan, what excites you about this program? Where do you see yourself going after this?
Gunjan, we can't hear you. Sorry, Gunjan, we could not hear you.
Good afternoon to everyone present here. I am Gunjan Tripathi, and there has been so much learning in the past 1 year about the course, and I can see myself pursuing an academic career after completing the course. Thank you.
Just a quick clarification. Gunjan wants to do a PhD, and I think there are some others here who want to do a PhD, pursue an academic career, which is excellent because even if you want to go into the industry later on, pursuing an PhD at this stage is a great idea. And just to let the students know that this degree is recognized for a PhD in any Delhi University or institution, other autonomous institutes of Department of Biotechnology and other science ministries. So because this degree is coming from Regional Center for Biotechnology, which is a recognized by the Act of Parliament and university that is giving this degree. So don't worry about that.
I'm going to invite another student, Bhaskar, who will tell us about what he thinks he will learn from this course and what are the career opportunities that he thinks he has.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bhaskar Thekia. I am from Assam. I have done my graduation in biochemistry honors. After going through this course, I have learned so many things like from drug development to the regulatory aspects of the clinical trials. And my main focus after completing this course is to pursue PhD in public health domain, because post-pandemic, everyone, in fact, the government is also concerned about our public health research and ongoing studies. So after completing this course, I was pursuing public health domains.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhaskar. Over to you, Vandana, to take this forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, all the students, because when we hear from you, we are rest assured that you are actually the end user of this course. Thank you so much, everyone. Now I can see lots of queries are there in the chat box. So I would read it one by one. The first query is, how many seats are there? So, ma'am, would you like to address Professor Bhatnagar?
So we took 12 students last year, and we hope to take 12 students this year as well. And if there are some very bright students who are really passionate about this work, we will be happy to accommodate a few more. So I hope that answers your. So I think, Vandana, maybe, so you will go through a theory exam, which will
Yes.
be, you'll be told about it on the website. After the theory exam, there's a interaction with some of the faculty members who will be taking your classes. And I think it's an interesting interaction because we try to understand the passion that you people may have for pursuing this. It's not just knowledge, it's also an overall experience that we feel we will get from you if you join the course.
Thank you, ma'am. The other question is, M.Pharm pass out students can also join this course. So someone is asking this.
So Cheta, you may.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, sure. I think there is no end of learning. If you feel that you have completed your M.Pharm and if you have a specialization in pharmacology, I think that can be an added advantage because pharmacology is one of the core basic requirements of that. So you can go ahead and pursue.
It will be a good augmentation.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sucheta. Another question is also revolving around this question, how this course is beneficial to pharma industries.
So Sucheta, maybe you can talk about more the industry aspect, and then Nitya and I can add something there.
Yeah, thank you so much, Professor Bhatnagar. I'm very glad to tell to the MSc aspirants that this course was designed after we completed a great in-depth market survey, which also involved industry. And many of the students who are pursuing studies now have faced many, have attended many lectures, which are from multinationals and Indian pharmaceuticals. We also have a very close working relationship with our regulatory agency, which is our CDSU, Central Drug Standard Control Organization. So regulatory as well as industry are core, backbone of this course. So the students get an exposure of studying from industry, getting an exposure of what industry wants. And we are also trying to develop a bridge course in days to come, supported by British Council grant, if possible, to have that once a student graduate from the MSc program, they will be able to have a capsule program, which will help them to absorb into the industry in a seamless manner. So since I also come from industry, so it's like made by the industry for the industry types things. So I am sure that whether you want to join industry, join academic, join research institution, join PhD, go abroad, this course is meant for you because it has each and every aspect of it. Over to you,
Thank
Professor
you.
Bhatnagar.
Yeah, thank you, Sucheta. That was very nicely summarized. So just to allay concerns, we are in an academic institute, but this academic institute is all about translation. So unless you have the industry on board, there cannot be translation to its last mile. And that is why this is important that this course is emerged in this institute. We have, like Sucheta said, many collaborations with both academia and industry and the regulatory bodies and the government of India. So it is a beautiful mix of all the domains for taking this course further. Why? Do the students agree? Do people feel that you've got this kind of exposure? Yeah, you still have to, of course, you still have to go through another 7-8 months, but you feel that there is this kind of exposure. Be frank, because okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Professor Bhatnagar and Dr. Sucheta. Now, the next question is, someone is asking whether the admission is closed for 2023. I would just like to inform you, the last date of application was yesterday. We extended the deadline of application this year so that many of you can apply for this program. But I realize the last date was yesterday, and we are going to announce the shortlisted candidates list by 21st of July. And the admission test, the written test and interview would be on 17th and 18th August of, 22nd August of this month, 22nd and 23rd August of the next month. If someone has missed it, I would request you, please wait for the next application. And if you feel that this course is for you, you can definitely apply for this. The next question is, someone is asking that, can you put more light on the internship program in second semester and the industrial collaboration of the THSCI for holistic training? So this is the question. I would request.
Okay, so and then you can, Okay, so like the students said, and like Nitya said in the beginning, and Sucheta said, and Neha elaborated on the project dissertation, we feel the mantra of this program is hands-on immersion. So unless you really see for yourself what is happening and then gradually get absorbed in that whole process, it's never going to be a learning. You can read books, you can have lectures, you can sit in classrooms, but the action is all out where you will be finally going. So we've seen to it that so there are various kinds of learnings. Even during the non-internship project dissertation time, the students are making visits, right? And from those visits, they have now got some idea where they want to do a project dissertation, which means where they will finally spend their last 6 months. We are trying to get them different kinds of exposure there. But in the internship, we'll be taking them, and I'll let Nitya elaborate on that, and then maybe Sucheta can come in, what kind of internships they'll be doing. And then project dissertation we can address. So Nitya.
So for the internship, the way we planned it, and we want to give a similar exposure to each student for the internship at least. Whereas for the present project designation is the project, it will depend on the project you choose. So for the internship,
Which is 3 weeks.
Yeah, which is over 3 weeks. We each student will get an exposure to how a cohort study is done. So then, and how a clinical trial, an academic clinical trial is done, and then how a clinical trial, a regulated clinical trial is done. So for 1 week, we can take
in small groups, yeah.
In small groups, divide them into small groups, and you all will be spending a week each for hot study, for the clinical trial, and for the regulated clinical trial. And during that week, you will get an exposure to the entire conduct, because it will be in the conduct stage. Okay, so right from from how patients are, how participants are enrolled, how a consent is taken, how data is collected, how data is entered into the data management system. We'll also expose you to how databases are designed. What is the concept? What goes into designing of a database? We'll take you through that. Then all the query management at the site, the quality, very important. How do we manage quality at the site? How is it managed by the site team? And how do the monitors come and look at the quality at the site? And then, so if there are reports being conducted at the site, being written at the site, you can go through the exercise of seeing how a report is written and how it's reviewed, everything.
Yeah, and Sucheta, do you want to talk about the regulatory clinical trial exposure? How that will happen?
Sure,
Sucheta?
sure.
Yeah.
So am I audible? Yeah, am I audible? Yeah. So we have been, CDSA THSCI has been very fortunate. We are the first one who has been working with the regulator since 2019 to launch India's first online course on with the regulators. So regulators have been involved in our teaching. So you actually hear what regulators mean with the NDCT rules, as well as how regulators conceive medical devices and diagnostics, what is the clinical investigation plan on that. That edge of CDSA THSCI to work with regulatory agency CDSU has been one of the success mantras of making this course very unmatched by anybody else, I'll say. So it's a greatest advantage when I can see regulatory agency people from headquarters and other regional offices coming to CDSA THSCI in person and teaching, and also helping us in evaluation of our answer sheets, helping us in setting up the question papers. And I'm sure this is going to go a long way run. Thank you so much, Professor Bhatnagar.
Yeah. And talking about the project dissertation, Neha did elaborate on it, but just to fill in the blocks, the idea of a project dissertation is not to do somebody else's project, not to be attached to somebody who's thought of the idea and you just go there and do it. It's not going to be that. It is going to be a project which is conceived by the students. So all the students here in the first batch have already gone through this thinking of a research question, thinking of how that question can be done, where do they want to go and do this question because of the exposure they've got till now. So it's actually going to be very bottom up. And what we are helping them is with through various coursework is develop that project protocol so that the last 6 months they develop it themselves, go through that whole question, and then, as Neha said, at the end of it, have a report. So that's one of the most important part of this whole program. Yeah, Vandana, I think that sums it up. We may move to the next.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Professor Bhatnagar, Professor Vadva, and Dr. Sucheta for highlighting the key features of dissertation and internship and the importance of it in master's program of THSCI. The next question is, someone is asking, I have completed my M.Pharma in pharmacology, and I have already covered around 80% of the syllabus through the modules in my master's program. Can I enroll in this course on a part-time basis? Dr. Sucheta, would you like to address this? Yeah.
Unfortunately, there is no part-time option in this course. This is a full-time course. And trust me, when you enroll in the course, you will understand that even if you have studied everything, you will have to walk through this course, and it is going to take you actually more than a day every day to do this. So if you think you know it, you are good, but there's no part-time options. It's full immersive learning, and there's no option of that.
Okay, so maybe one of the students who has a clinical research background, Abhinav said it also, that he's gone through a clinical research background, and but you know it's very different because you're going through it in a real-time world, and that is why it's different. So just doing the modules is really not the answer. So it's a very good thought. And we will hope that maybe some years down the line, when we have taken this program off successfully, we will look at part-time courses. But as of now, all our concentration is on this in-house 2 years, very devoted, very structured program. And I must say, I want to ask one of the students here very quickly, someone who's not answered. Anybody here? Do you think this continuous learning training is good, or would you have liked to do it part-time? Now tell us. Anyone who wants to answer that? Ina? Yeah, please start. Come here. Maybe good for people to hear what you people think, because you people have been going through it now for almost 16 months? Almost, yeah.
To learn in-house because there is many things that we cannot think apart. Because as we are learning, we are getting to know that there are some modules like if we have to learn about the regulations, we have to learn in depth of it. So it can't be part of that.
The documentation for regulation, how you do it may be theoretically very good, but actually when you see the quality assurance that goes into it, you learn why it is important to be. And more than that, I just want to add one more thing, Mandana. I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but yeah.
Once a week is also go and visit sites, different sites. So that is also experience where they are visiting the sites and they are seeing what is happening at different sites. It is not only the conduct site, it is also the laboratories where also have you all visited. Maybe you all can tell.
Yeah. Okay, quickly, somebody tell where have you visited till now? Somebody wants to talk on that? All right.
Ma'am, we have visited sites like Civil Hospital Gurgaon and ESIC Faridabad, IPC Ghaziabad for pharmacovigilance, SRM Institute for good GLP practices, and that's all for now.
Yeah, Gunjan, it would be great if you could add our in-house facility, the bioassay lab, animal facility you all have visited.
Yes, ma'am. We have also visited small animal facility in THSTI, biorepository in THSTI, also various labs in THSTI. The second drug discovery labs we have here, that all we have also visited here. Data management center as well.
Thanks, Gunjan.
Actually, there's so much within the THSCI also where there is learning, and within the campus we have not only we have a BSL3 facility, we have incubators where people can start their own startups. So it's a very enriched campus where you need to first spend a lot of time here and then start venturing out. So yeah, Vandana, over to you.
Yeah.
There's
Thank you.
some chat messages. Are they the?
Yeah. So the next question in the chat box is, can I get a job in research institutes after completing this course? I would request if Professor Vadva could address this.
So yes, in fact, we do these career planning questions. We have now started to talk to our students about what they want to do next. So just to summarize it, some of them want to do an academic career, and like Gunjan said, she wants to do a PhD. Some are still thinking what they want to do. Maybe Deepak, you want to tell them what you have thought of? Deepak just gave us a very nice summary of what he wants to do. And yes, you can get into any institute, because earlier we said this is a degree which is given by a university recognized by Government of India. So this is a recognized degree in Master's in Clinical Research with a focus on clinical trials, but it's a Master's in Clinical Research degree. So you can get admission for PhD, you can get admission in any institute with this degree. Yeah.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon. I am Deepak Yadav. I have done my graduation in MLT, which is a medical lab technology course. And after this course, I am thinking of some exposure in clinical research by taking an opportunity of CRC, which is the clinical research coordinator. Then I will gradually increase my skill, uh, putting uh, so gradually increase my ability going through some experience and taking an opportunity.
Thanks, Deepak. Thank you so much. With this, I'll take the next question. Someone is asking, can we go into teaching field after completing this course? Also, are there courses for PhD in THSCI as well? So Dr. Shidni has already answered a bit. I would request ma'am to retaliate on this again.
The PhD.
Yes, ma'am.
Nitya, why don't you answer?
The question is whether they can go into teaching after this course and whether there are PhD opportunities at THSCI.
So I'll answer the second question first. The PhD opportunities, there are definitely PhD opportunities at THSCI. We encourage people from clinical research, from clinical sciences, from a clinical background to pursue their PhDs, and the master students who are doing a master's in clinical research also have the opportunity, and they should definitely take it up. The second question is on PhD. Yeah, so one is PhD at THSCI, but there are other institutes also which offer PhD, like we have the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, I know that offers PhD. Also, our partner institutes, CHRD, SAS, they also have PhD, KM, all of them have PhD, so they can pursue PhDs anywhere. What is the second question, Vandana?
So whether they can teach after this MSc program, they can be a teacher.
Yes, surely they can teach. There are other master's courses that are happening in clinical research. You will be able to teach. Yes, definitely.
So like we said, it's a recognized degree. So wherever you apply, and if the position where you've applied is happy with, like if you've done a M.Pharma and then you've done a master's in clinical research, and if some institute is offering a job which is happy with these qualifications, it's fine. I mean, this is it can be another, yeah.
Another regular master's program. So, I mean, not regular, I would say it's a specialized master's program.
Yeah.
It is like any other master's program. So
Yeah.
you do have the opportunity of being able to teach it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Nitya. I can see lots of questions in view of the time. I'll just compile a few questions. Like the next question is, what is the syllabus for the entrance exam and interview? So I would request Dr. Sucheta to just give a brief on this. Many people are asking this.
Hi, please do not worry and relax. The entrance examination is based on general aptitude. So there is a 50 marks MCQ, which is basically on general knowledge, your test of reasoning and quantitative aptitude, and English comprehension, how you can comprehend the English language. So it's a
Sucheta, we're losing your voice.
Enhance your knowledge. Can you hear me now?
No,
Am I audible now?
Better.
Yeah, in between it was.
Okay, I will switch off my videos for a minute and see whether that helps you. I wanted to tell all the MSc aspirants not to worry. There is an MCQ based entrance examination, which is focused on general knowledge, general ability, test of reasoning and quantitative aptitude, and English comprehension. So it's an all India entrance, and I trust me that if you are able to enhance your knowledge in these areas, it will not be difficult for you to crack this exam.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sucheta. I would like to add here, once you qualify the interview, the minimum qualifying mark is.
Yeah, just 1 minute. Nitya wants to add.
The assessment of your English is very basic. It's just to understand whether you understand English, because you're going to be writing your reports and all in English. So it's just very basic English.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, and the course is conducted in a language which is English, but I don't think any student who may not be have you people had problem with the way this course has been conducted in the language? I think it's can become bilingual by the faculty. It's what you're comfortable with. But since a lot of it is English language in the terms of report and all, we just want a basic understanding of English. Yeah, sorry, Vandana, for interrupting. Please go
No
ahead.
problem. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So I was just adding that after the written exam, the shortlisted candidates would be called for an interview, and there would be a selection panel. You will have an interview, and the final results would be announced after that. So as Professor Bhatnagar has already said that we have 15 seats, and as per government's reservation categories, we would have around 7 to 8 seats for general category, 3 for SC, 1 for ST, 1 for economic weaker section, and 1 for if anyone is there with disability. So this is
And
all.
also, yeah, just wanted to add that the interview or the interaction is also more an assessment of your passion to do this program. So it is going to be an overall assessment. It's not going to be an assessment of just knowledge. Sometimes people do well in theory, but when they come for the interaction, you see that their interest may not really be there. So we'll help you to understand whether you are interested in this program and then take you.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is there placement available after MSc?
Yes, we are going to have opportunities for placements. Like we said, the PhD, so we're talking about placements even in, you have to go through a regular PhD exam. We can't place you in a PhD without going through a selection process. We will be, and maybe Sucheta and Nitya can talk more about it, but we will be holding placement programs towards the end of the first batch, and only then we can tell you how successful we've been. But there will be every opportunity taken to see to it that our students have a next career path. I mean, we will try to help each one of them to follow what they want to do in the next step. So, Nitya, you want to add to that?
I think Sucheta, you want to talk a little about the campus interviews that ma'am just spoke about?
Yeah. We are having a job placement committee, and many industry and academia and research organizations are being invited for that. It will be in the last leg when the students have successfully completed the dissertation. And as you see in various engineering and management schools, that you have to give your best to that placement program. And if you are very good and shining, you will definitely go through it. But plus, we will exclusively mentor students to ensure that they come out successfully in whichever area they would like to pursue. Maybe industry, maybe research organization, maybe academia, maybe something else.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Yeah. The next question is there any scholarship scheme over the fees?
Okay, so at the moment, no. We've not been able to do that, but you see, you do recognize it's a Government of India institute. Let me say that the door is not closed. We are working on those opportunities, and we hope that over a period of time, we can do this.
Thank you, ma'am, for shedding the light on this. Someone is asking, is there any exchange program for students from London? So as they have realized that University College London is our partnering institution. So the question is whether there would be any exchange program in future.
So we are thinking of exchange programs, and we are looking for opportunities again for that. There's definitely on the cards that we will work towards maybe 1 or 2 students who do very well, and we work on some kind of a scholarship plus exchange program for them. So let's say this is work in progress.
MSC is very happy take students over there. So to have students come over for visiting for maybe a week or 2 weeks. They are very happy to host the students.
So while they're happy to host them, we are working on the modalities, so the faculty is happy, we are happy to exchange, but we have to work out modalities of funding and how we do it. So that we will hopefully work out something. Yeah. But again,
Thank you.
this is work in progress, no commitments given at the moment. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And sitting on this side of table, I can assure all of you that lots of work is happening and efforts are being made for all your queries. What you're asking here, I can see lots of appreciation in the chat box. Someone is writing that this is a very unique course associated with CDSU, but they would like to see the data of the placement of the students. So I would just like to add the first batch is still studying, and maybe after 1 year, we would be able to show you some data on this about the placement of the students. And the next question is, again, someone is asking for part-time. So we have already resolved these queries. Someone is asking whether they can take the written exam online. So I would just like to add here, you have to come to the center to give the exam. This is the MCQ based and you will get the OMR sheet to fill in. We have not yet developed it into the online exam. This is an all India entrance exam. So you have to visit the Translational Health Science and Technology Institute to write the exam. And for the convenience of all of the applicants, we are keeping the interview next day. So there is a huge work on us to evaluate your papers, to call you for the interviews. So we will announce the result of the written exam same day, so that if you are traveling from outside, you can appear in the interview the very next day. And purposefully, we are keeping it on Monday. So you have Sunday to travel. You can block your days like 22nd and 23rd of the August. And before that, there is a Sunday. You can come on Sunday. You can stay nearby. If you want, we can help you out finding out the nearby places where you can stay and give your written exam. And if you're selected, you can come for the interview the very next day. So that's how we are going to plan this. The next one is, okay, so someone is writing whether they can do the research, conduct the research while doing this course. So Professor Bhatnagar, Professor Vadva, they have just highlighted that your dissertation, they don't want you to work on the project of someone else, but it would be your project. So it would be a research work of yours that you can publish. Someone is asking, at the internship for projects are worthy to publish an article, definite, this will be helpful for students. Okay, so they are asking whether they will be able to publish their article after their dissertation. So I would request Professor Bhatnagar and Dr. Vadva to.
Absolutely. We'll be very happy if people take an initiative, the students take an initiative to publish not only the projects, but project reports, but also any review that they do, because they are taught a lot of review of literature. And we would hope that we have at least one publication per student submitted before they finish the course. And that's good you brought this up, because we are sitting in front of the students and telling them this, that we do want a publication before they finish their course. Thank you for bringing it up. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is, how about the coverage of pharmacovigilance and data management in this program? So I would request Dr. Sucheta if she could shed the light on this.
Yeah, clinical data management is extremely important. In fact, today is the beginning of the semester 2's module on clinical data management. There are a lot of job opportunities in this. The students will get benefit because CDSA not only has a clinical data management department, but we are also a WHO clinical data management center, which is just just on the ground floor where the MSc clinical research is being taught. So you have a lot of opportunities to learn. And plus pharmacovigilance, as you know, that pharmacovigilance is a growing area. In the semester 3, we have one module which is specially dedicated to pharmacovigilance, and pharmacovigilance who are the people who will be contributing to that. So indeed, there is a lot of syllabus which covers both, and we will prime our students and mentor them if they're interested in that area to take up job. We will ensure that they have a strengthened knowledge on this area. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sucheta. I would request one of our students to address the next question. Someone is asking, I have completed my BSc in biotechnology and I want to move forward in research areas. Is this course suitable for me?
So somebody who has done BSc biotechnology, Gunda has already spoken. Speak, tell them.
Hello everyone, my name is Priyanshu Gaur and I have done. Hello everyone, my name is Priyanshu Gaur and I have done my bachelor's in the subject biotechnology. Yes, of course, it's a very wide growing area and for the biotech students, it's a promising career that you can have. So you can have this course after the biotechnology and you can pursue your career in the research as well.
Thank you, Priyanshi. I can see the time is a bit extended, but we have 4-5 questions more. So if everyone is ready, I can just quickly read out. Someone is asking that he's interested in drug discovery and research. Is this degree suited for him?
Yes, absolutely, because there are many, THSCI has a whole program on drug discovery. There are many industries which are now getting into in that drug discovery. So if you've done a master's in clinical research, plus if you can top it up with a PhD in that area, you really are out there. So it's see, masters in clinical research will teach you to think, to analyze, to ask a research question, to take that research question into reality, and then to see it being implemented. That's what this whole course is about. It's not about just getting a degree. And that is why we're telling our students who are sitting here and the aspirants that it is not about just getting a degree. It is a platform from which you can actually take your career off in any of these areas that you've spoken of. Pharmacovit in the pharma area, in academics, in teaching, in regulatory sciences. So there's just a huge horizon there. So it's a very big, and just doing a master's in a course, which if you want to really get into this interface of clinical and biology, and this is the course, because otherwise all other courses are very theoretical. So think about it. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is someone is asking whether there would be a center at Chennai for the written exam. I would just like to inform you again, the exam would be at Translational Health Science and Technology Institute. We are at NCR Biotech Science Cluster, Faridabad. And please plan your travel. If your name is shortlisted, we are going to announce the shortlisted candidates list on 21st of this month. If your name is there, please plan your travel. We are giving you good time to plan to come for the written exam and for the interview. If you have filled the form, please appear for the interview and the examination. And with this, I'll take the last question in the chat box.
Vandana, just one sec. How many of you are traveling from outside for the exam? So in a batch of 12, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of you who came from outside Delhi NCR. And there were what proportion took it last time, Vandana? Maybe you can share it on the website or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Many of them have traveled from far off, in fact, from Assam, Manipur. We had lots of candidates from different states and they appeared for this exam. And we are giving you time. Please plan your travel if you are really, really interested in this. And I can see after this webinar, someone has written that they would definitely do this course and they are asking whether Shinjini ma'am would lead this program there. So I would just like to inform them that this program led by Shinjini ma'am, Professor
Vandana, we work as a team. So one more thing I wanted to say that we are doing sometime in the near future. Remember, this is the second batch that's going to be coming in. So in the future, we are going to see that we can set up more centers. But just now, we are treading slowly so that we add quality to the program rather than quantity. So if you get selected, you will be a privileged lot. I hope the students here realize that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Vandana.
Yeah. So I would just like to inform all of you that I tried covering all your queries. The last query is there any job opportunity in government sector? So of course, yes, as if you have heard this webinar completely, definitely there are unlimited opportunities after this program. Ma'am, would you like to add something here?
because I didn't have the opportunity actually to do a master's in clinical research. Had this started a few years back, I would have done it. But yes, there are opportunities in the government. I am from the government. I represent them. So there are very many opportunities. Professor Shindri Bhatnagar is a government setup. So there are definitely opportunities.
We didn't have these courses when we were growing up. So this is an opportunity that you people must. So what we've learned is on the job. And what we're trying to do here is that you do a structured course on the job. So you are not really just sitting in your classrooms, but you're doing it real time. And that is the advantage of this course. And also I want to add one thing as a parting statement. It's a team effort. So while we are visible, a lot of hard work has gone in from our partners, from CMC, from KEM, from SAS, from JSS, and from MRC. I mean, there's just so much effort. MRC faculty comes here, stays here for a week and takes these courses. So it's a course where I think the faculty is also passionate. So I think at least we feel that it is a course with a difference, but I'm sure the results will be available soon. But right, Nitya? Yeah, and I think it's a big team effort from many of people who are not visible here also today. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. I can still see lots of queries for the syllabus of the entrance exam. So I would request all the participants, please visit our website. We will keep it posted over the website so that you can again have it. And we will try to put this link on the website so that you can watch this webinar for such repeated queries. I'm really delighted to see a few of the comments in the chat box. Someone is writing, the faculty seems so supportive. Someone is writing, thank you for the answers. THSCI has undoubtedly come up with a well-designed program supported with fabulous resources.
Okay, Vandana, I have one suggestion. I have one suggestion before you close. If the students are okay, could some of them write to you on email? No numbers shared, but on email, if you want to respond to them, if they want to understand more about somebody who's done a B Pharma or somebody who's done biotechnology. Vandana, maybe we can share the emails of you. First take permission from the students here and share the emails of some of our students on the website in case some of the aspirants want to email them and ask more about the program.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, that's a great idea, ma'am. We have an email ID dedicated to this program. So I would request all the aspirants who are online, you can write on msc.thsci at MSC. I'll just post it on website, msc@thsci.res.in. Please note down this email address. I would request my IT administrator to just drop it in the chat box so that you can write your queries there and we will definitely answer all your queries. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, all the aspirants, for your queries. And thank you so much to all the speakers, all the faculty members for giving their time, Professor Wadhwa, Professor Bhatnagar, Dr. Sucheta, Ms. Neha, our IT team, my colleague Jitendra, and all the people who are working behind the scenes. Thank you so much, everyone, for this webinar.
Thank you, Vandana.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone.